couple of days ago, I got an email telling me that the Siege marketplace has went into beta and that I'm invited to try it out. And even though I didn't play the game in quite a while, I was like, you know what, this is actually kind of my thing. I want to try this. So here I am talking about skins because this is like one of the things that I'm quite passionate about. And if there was like any game that has like a skin system, I'm probably playing it. Like if it's Counter-Strike, Valorant, Siege, Apex, if there are skins, I'm probably there, I'm gonna be honest with you. So at this very moment, the marketplace is, as I said, like it's in beta, but the thing is, there's still quite a lot of things missing from it. One of the things is, of course, a lot of other skins. An example of that would probably be some old seasonal universal skins that people will probably spend quite a lot of money on them. A example of that right now would be the Crossfader or the Leon Furioso skin, which are probably one of the most sold items on the marketplace right now. And I'm very curious what's gonna happen once some old universal skins are gonna be introduced to the market. So you have the Blood Orchids, you have just in general the old universal skins that people want, like, you know, the sieqe skin or anything like that. Because right now, for the most part, I think the people are like selling like glaciers and things like those. I think you should probably think again about selling items like those at this very moment, because I've seen a lot of people take some big L's when it comes to selling their items right now. I'm gonna be referencing a lot of Counter-Strike terms, and they're gonna be simplified. So basically, if you're an owner of a glacier skin or any item in general that is not in supply right now, in Counter-Strike terms, we could put in basically, I buy power hollows, right? Of course, they're 75,000 euros, dollars. And the reason why they're so expensive is because of the fact that you cannot buy that or unbox it through the Steam Marketplace. And you have the same case with glacier skins or old Pro League sets from 2018, 2019, where they're being sold for a good amount of money, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, those people could be making even more money down the line because of the simple concept of supply and demand. The same goes for the arcade sets. A lot of the tweets that I've seen are from, I think, Kudos on Twitter, where he sold a set, I think from Jaeger, and later on he discovered that the price went up like the very next day. Which kind of brings me into the whole thing, like, should you actually sell your skins right now on the market when it's in beta? Should you wait? And if you have things like charms or certain uniforms like you just like don't use or like don't feel like playing with them, I would say like, yeah, sell them. At the moment there's like certain there might be restrictions, I'm not really sure, when it comes to certain items in the game. For example, those would be certain universal skins from the old seasons or some esports sets like from 2020 and forward, because I'm not able to sell, for example, like the M&M skins or any of the newer G2 skins, anything like that. But you're able to sell your black ices, and for the most part I like the black ice skins, but not enough to like constantly play with them. So most likely I'm going to be selling quite a couple of those. And there is a interesting idea that me and a friend of mine kind of got, where you could kind of have like an infinite money glitch, kind of, where you sell, for example, in my case, I'm selling my R4C Black Eyes, and we have the Battle Pass system with Brava Pack tokens where you can rebuy the skin. So for example, you sell your Black Eyes for 3,000, and the next day you finish up the Battle Pass, you get your tokens, or whatever, and you just rebuy the same skin, and if you want to, you can sell it again. And I'm curious if Ubisoft is actually going to limit that, since if not, you kinda have, as I said, a infinite money glitch. The next thing I'm very curious if it's going to happen is if there is going to be any third-party sites allowed to utilize this market. A great example, again from Counter-Strike, is things like trading sites. So CS Money D-Market, which is a marketplace, not a trading site, or GamerPay, anything like that, where you're not utilizing the Steam value of skins, you're utilizing the buff value of skins. A buff is essentially a Chinese marketplace where skins basically aren't as expensive as they are, but for the most part, a lot of the high-end transactions are going through buff, since the reason why the Steam skins or the Counter-Strike 2 skins are so expensive on Steam is because of the percentage that Steam takes when you're doing the transaction. For example, Ubisoft is taking a 10% transaction for each purchase. Valve has a bit of a high percentage. I'm not exactly sure how high, but essentially that is why a lot of those skins are being sold on buff. And if we have the chance to have like a trading site, an actual trading site, rather than a marketplace, or just a marketplace in general, I wonder if Ubisoft is going to allow that, since the whole debate is basically in those 10% that they take. Will they allow another site to have that and like maybe like tax them? Or there's like a whole lot of potential there, because if you open up third-party sites, at the same time you open up the game to a wider public, because in Counter-Strike you have people who don't play the game whatsoever, but they have like hundreds of thousands of euros in their inventory because they're traders. They do that basically as their full-time job in some cases even. And if you open the market to such a wide audience, you have a wider interest in the game. And I think that actually benefits Siege quite a bit. So with this marketplace, to some people, they're like, oh, they're just trying to make money. But at the same time, yes, they are trying to make money, of course, as Ubisoft. But at the same time, they're opening up the game to a much wider audience. But with that, you open up a lot more trouble for this exact thing. Since in Counter-Strike, you have the infamous gambling scandals, and a lot of the times even those trading sites try scamming people. It has happened to some of my friends even a very long while ago though, where the market was much more not regulated and you had a lot of those like scamming sites. So if Ubisoft handles this in a professional way where they're able to coexist with those third-party sites, I think this would actually benefit the game itself. So if you did enjoy this video, I would highly appreciate if you did leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna see about future content about Siege, because like right now, because with this whole like marketplace thing, I kinda, you know, I got the itch to play the game again. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, good luck in the game.